Good afternoon. This is not a typical project for me, but there was a little girl in the area who doesn't have much in her life, and her birthday is next Saturday, and I wanted to create something for her that she could have to write in, but also be sort of an interactive play item. My husband's a wood turner, and he made me a little wand and put the little tag on that says that this is ash with unicorn hair. There is a website called Muggle Magic, and I downloaded a bunch of items from there to make the paper ephemera things, including this wand application permit. It's the envelope and the permit, and it's got things in there that her parents will fill out with her name and address and everything. This little keepsake journal book is created using the Tim Holtz small Folio, and it's a beautiful canvas for this kind of thing. There's also in there some Harry Potter postcards that I ordered from Amazon. It's called the Enchanted Postcard Book, and they have some for a couple of the different books. So this opens with the elastic like this, and you can really use all of your skills that you get from making pockets, making Midoris. All of that is kind of used in this book. This side I have the seam binding to hold this closed. There's a little magnet here for this little pocket, and the pocket has in it some things I found online that were potions, Skelligro, and the Polyjuice. This is, of course, referring to the 9 3/4 stop. There's a night bus, this kind of ticket, and this kind of ticket, and visitor's badge, all of which I had gotten from Muggle Magic. Then this opens up further, and I'm going to try to keep the part I'm looking at in frame. This thing is way too wide for the camera. But this has some of the postcards so that she has some imagery from the movies. And then these pockets have some items. This is from Dreamzetc, and that's the papers that I used in this little book that you'll see in a minute. And I just put a little writing paper in there. This is the Ministry of Magic ID that she can fill in. I'm showing it before I put her picture and all in there because child protection. This is the acceptance letter and supply list that he would have received, and a lot of people when they create these things, they put it the cupboard under the stairs. But if you've read the books, and I went back and actually read all 7 books for this project, you'll find that he doesn't actually get to keep that letter. The family got rid of that. He was actually delivered the final letter that he used with his supply list by Hagrid at the hut on the rock. And so this is a little tiny acceptance letter, and the supply list, and his ticket for the Hogwarts train that was all supposed to come in his acceptance letter. And I used a Graphics Fairy envelope template to create this digitally. And then in this one, there's just this little kind of fake Marauders map. It's only got some of the map, but I thought it was cute enough and would be something that she could enjoy. The actual large Marauders map was a little pricey for me to try to put in here. But you can order one from Universal Studios if you have a Potter person in your family and put it in a book like this. So the journal part of this is done Midori style. You will see that there's a elastic. This is sewn, but there's elastic holding this in. And I chose to believe that she's a Gryffindor. So the pattern papers that I put on the cover are all Gryffindor colors. And then these are the wonderful papers from Dreamzetc. The collection, I believe, is called Wizarding World. And it's fun and colorful, and I think would appeal to a child. where some of the other Harry Potter things are sometimes a little dark, but you can kind of get a glimpse here of the various items that are in that collection. And she had actually, she says in her video, she found this cabinet card that had a little boy with glasses that she altered to look like Harry Potter, so that she didn't have any copyright issues. This side, these flaps lift up. They're part of the folio. And in these little pockets here are some of the chocolate frog cards with the various people on them that I got from Muggle Magic. And there's actually a pocket on both sides of here, but this fits best in the pockets that we're facing in. And then I was able to find online someone had made a spell book, so I created her a little spell book. And there was a cover for the spell book, but it wasn't the right size or anything, and it didn't have a back, so I had to go in Photoshop and fix that. And then I have this little envelope here that's got some of the items that people would recognize, the proclamations, some of the daily profit things that you can download from Pinterest, and just printed her out a few of those so that as she reads the books, she'll be able to, you know, have something to look at that goes along with the books that she's reading. This was the cute detention notice from Muggle Magic that has to do with Harry Potter getting detention from arriving in the car and that crashed into the Whomping Willow. And then I created from the book, I just typed up what was in there from the Ministry of Magic when Dobby comes and he does magic in the house, and Harry Potter gets in trouble for that. And then the Room of Requirement, which you'll read about. And then this is a ticket to the Quidditch game that's featured, I believe, in the third book. I can't remember the order of all the books now. But there's, like I said, there's a little something in here from each of the books that she can refer to. It all folds back up. And the back of this, I just have a pocket. This is actually one of the journal cards from the Wizarding World from Dreamzetc. So I hope you enjoyed seeing that. Like I said, it's a little departure, but you can use your skills that you're learning in creating junk journals to do other things. And if you just kind of think a little bit outside the box. Have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.